Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirit shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit. Binging with benefits.
Hello, hello. Welcome. The chaos has begun. We're so glad you're here for it.
Yes, welcome. Welcome to the chaos, because we brought it today.
We brought the chaos. We bring the chaos, baby. We're fine. We're here. We're here. We're doing the thing. Physically here. Mentally, we're 5 minutes away, but we're here.
Yeah, debatable if we're here, but...
But you know what? It's all good. We're still going to be here and entertain you because that's what you're here for. Hopefully you're here to be entertained because that's generally what happens on this podcast.
And this podcast is called Binging with Benefits.
Oh my gosh.
We totally did that.
Oh, wow. We definitely did. And I'm Jess and that's Becca. And again, this is Binging with Benefits. We forgot what we were here for, so maybe you did too. It's fine. All's well. I am tired today.
You went to a hockey game, right?
I did. I went to my second hockey game this week. That's evidently my MO. I have zero chill about things that I like. Yeah, I went to a hockey game yesterday. The game started at 4 p.m. I actually met some people at the game.
Nice.
And decided to hang out longer.
Nice.
And so
Good.
I got home very late.
That's awesome.
I'm trying to put myself out there more. Like, obviously, I've been doing lots of like solo activities and solo dates, and I am loving it. Love it so much. But I also, I don't know, I want to live the life I envisioned for myself when I decided to change up my life.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm putting myself out there more. And so, yeah, it's been fun. And I don't think I'll see those people ever again. And that's okay. And it was just it was just fun.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, that was a good time. How are you doing today?
Yesterday, me and my mom went to the beach and we rode bikes. And that was really fun. We almost saw a guy get hit by a car.
Oh my God, that's not fun.
No, it was an older gentleman on a bike.
Worse. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it gets so much more stupid because this man, we're on the street, okay? We're at the beach where there's a boardwalk, but then it ends and we've parked a little bit further than the boardwalk.
Okay.
For locals, we're at Newport and
Yeah.
we parked at the Wedge.
Yes.
We're in the street riding our bikes because you can't ride your bikes on the sidewalk.
I do. I'm too scared. I'm scared to ride in the street.
There's just so many Zubies. Let me just say that. There's so
Zubies.
many Zubies.
Do we need to explain what Zuby is? I just realized people might not know what Zuby is.
Okay, a Zubie is somebody who is not a tourist, an annoying tourist. A tourist who is like, I'm going to stand in the middle of the boardwalk and just look around real quick. Like, I'm just going to be real stupid about it.
They are the annoying tourists. They're like the annoying Costco cart drivers of tourists.
Oh my gosh. No, literally, we're on the boardwalk and we're at a part where it intersects with a little bit of a road and there's no cars, but this man sees us coming and he make eye contact. He's still staring at us. We're coming down the boardwalk. What does he do? He decides to cross right in front of us. Sir, do you understand that it's going to take me a little bit to stop before I get to like... I will run you over. Anyway. We made eye contact. I don't know what you're missing. What other information do you need?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Anyway, we're riding our bikes in the street, and on the opposite way, there's a guy on a bike. And I don't know if this guy was a Zuby or not, but he was acting like one. Because he looks behind him, and there's a car coming really close. I would say like 15 feet behind him. Very, very close. And he definitely tried to, for whatever reason, go into the center of the road, which I don't know why you would want to do that. And then this car slams on their brakes. There were a few times that I was just like, oh, like, anyway. And so this guy who's driving the car with his friends, he like opens the door and he's like, "You idiot!"
Oh my God. Okay, first of all, how old was driver?
Yeah, young 20s.
Blech.
Yeah. So
No.
no.
I
No.
don't. No.
But also, I was like, what was that guy trying to do?
I mean, maybe it is what he was trying to do.
Yeah, insurance claim.
I love that you took it there. My brain went dark. My brain went dark and twisty.
Oh,
And
I'm done.
you know what? I've seen enough. I've seen enough. I'm driving. I'm taking my bike into traffic in Newport Beach to scar the 21-year-old.
Yeah, driving the car. Oh my gosh.
I mean, same, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
I've also
no.
seen enough.
Yeah. Seriously.
We can't with the Zubies. You know who else I can't with?
Who?
The freaking kids on the freaking bikes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
These freaking
Yep.
e-bikes. I am over
Yeah.
e-bikes. I don't understand them.
E-bikes at the beach.
E-bikes at the beach. What are you doing? And also, this
Why?
is like the new cell phone craze.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were young, it was like we were begging for mom and dad to get us a cell phone. And it was like, oh, so-and-so got a cell phone. So-and-so got a cell phone. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. And now every parent's giving their kids these e-bikes, which maybe I should be grateful that they're giving them things to be outside with.
Yes. Yeah.
But also, why are we giving literal children vehicles that go, it seems like a minimum of 25 miles per hour?
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Why are we doing this? And then they ride in packs.
Yes. Of at least 20.
Ugh, it
At
makes me
least.
so angry. I have chills. I hate it so much.
The amount of e-bikes we saw yesterday, I don't get it. And my mom was literally, we were like, at what point are you riding your bike on the boardwalk? And at what point is your bike riding you on the boardwalk? Because
Yeah,
you're not
literally.
riding a bicycle, you're riding a motorcycle.
Why do they allow them on the boardwalk? I don't understand.
Yeah. What do you need
First
that
of all,
for?
You have to drive those things in the street. That you're not allowed to take those. That is a bicycle that belongs in the street. I ride
Yeah.
on the sidewalk because I am in a manual peddy bike. You know, those bikes legally are driven on the street, and you see these children driving them on the street, on the busy
Like 8 to
street.
12-year-olds on the street.
What are
in
we
packs
doing?
of 20.
In packs of 20. I can't. Those children don't know the rules of the road. There's a reason you must wait till you're 15 years old to even begin to take your driver's license tests and permit and all of that. You cannot tell me that 12-year-old Brendan is not going to cause an accident on his freaking e-bike.
Brendan. Oh no.
Because it's always a Brendan. It's
Yeah.
always a Brendan. I swear
Or
to
Brackley
God.
or something.
Or Braxley. Blech. I think most people, or not most people, a lot of people that are generally in our circle of people have a very specific reaction to seeing a Cybertruck.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
First of all, have we ever seen a Cybertruck in the parking lot of a library? No, that should tell you something. So that should tell you something. But
So good. Because it's actually so true.
because you've never seen a Cybertruck in the parking lot of a library.
Nope.
Have you ever seen? No, absolutely not. You have not. Anyways, the same reaction that I am having to seeing a Cybertruck on the road, which is like an involuntary reaction at this point. I see one and
Yeah.
it's like, ugh. Like it just, ugh. Something
Yeah.
in me is like clawing its way out. Same reaction to children on e-bikes, groups of children on e-bikes. I will be
Yeah.
specific. When I see them, I'm just livid. My nostrils are a flaring. I can't. Oh, I swear.
The last time we rode bikes, you were with us, and yeah, there was this pack of at least 20 to 25 12-year-old boys on the boardwalk with their e-bikes. And it was like, okay, well, hopefully we can pass them, or like they can go ahead of us
to get them out. Like I was like, I will stop my leisurely ride.
Yeah.
And wait for these hooligans to pass. Yeah. Those hooligans. I'm like, those street rats. Found their way back to us. But also, they had vests on like a little freaking biker gang.
Yeah.
And that made me even more mad. Because the parents are now encouraging this.
I know. They're like, here's a cute little vest for your little pack.
Why?
We ended up riding in the alleyway because it was just like, they're everywhere. And then guess what? They followed us into the alleyway. They were there too.
What? They were there. They found their way. I was like, what are the odds? We went off of the boardwalk. This was before the boardwalk even ended. And I was like, you know what? I'm over peopled today. I'm done. And it's getting busier. It's later in the day. Let's ride through the alley and then we won't have to deal with it. And we can have our like pleasant bike ride still with the salty air, and then rip roaring behind us. I was like, oh my God, go away. Children, leave.
There is no safe space for us anymore.
No. Where's the safe space for the regular bicyclists?
I know, for us beach cruisers, literally riding a beach cruiser, where is the peace?
There's no way they're not gonna like disallow. I don't know what you would call it. They're ban. Like, why'd I go to disallow? Why was disallow the first word in my head when there was a 3-letter word I could have said easily? Ban. When are they gonna ban the e-bikes from the boardwalk, or at least like smaller boardwalks?
Yeah.
This tangent took a turn, and I'm so sorry. We're so angry. Oh, youngins.
My friend, she has 4 kids. She texts me, cold texts me. All I get is a text that says, oh my gosh, this mom in my music class is driving me nuts. She thinks that her kid is so funny, and he's not. And I was like, I don't know what's happening, but I love this.
I'm here for this tea. Spill the give it to me. Pour that tea. It's piping hot.
I know. So she went to Marco Polo and she's like, he sneezed, and she thought it was so funny. I was like, okay, no. Well, yesterday, aside from the e-bikes, it was really, really nice to just be on the boardwalk and riding our bikes. I definitely forgot sunscreen. My arms were very itchy from like being in the sun all day. And so, and so I was just like putting so much lotion on. But anyway, and it was really nice because we went to Kickstand, which is a soda shop new to Newport, and I'm obsessed with it. If you haven't gone, you need to. Yeah, they make dirty sodas.
Dirty soda is soda usually with like mix-ins and stuff like that. I had someone tell me that they didn't know what a dirty soda was recently.
Yeah,
how? And I know. I don't know. Like people who aren't on the internet, I guess, wouldn't know what it is. But it's sodas with mix-ins, like syrups and creamers and stuff like that.
They do it really well. I'm very picky about soda. Like if I go to a 7-Eleven or even like out to eat, I am testing the sodas before.
Yes, she is. Or if the mix is incorrect. Becca is.
No.
So she's very particular about that mix.
Yes, no, it has to be good, or I'm just forget it. I'm just not doing it. But anyway, this place they do it really well. Anyway, and it was nice. Yeah, we ran into my aunt, and then we ran into my uncle, and it was just a really fun day of just we're like, oh, hi.
Every time.
Be like, okay, I'm not. I don't know if I'm not saying this correctly, but like to feel like a local in a tourist spot of like, I'm bumping into people I know, where it's like,
I am a
local.
I am a regular at the beach. Everyone knows me. No, like being a local at a place and like being recognized. You're like, oh, I'm a regular here. Like speaking of being a regular, I went to Chili's recently, surprising no one. And I went with my friends, and we've only been to this Chili's one other time. We went again, and the waitress recognized us. She's like, "Oh my gosh, you girls are back!" We're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
And I think last time we were there, I think she remembered us because last time we were there, we got the $6 margs. We were just having fun, and we stayed late chatting because she could tell we were there having like a girls' night. We were catching up, and we ended up like closing the place.
Wow.
We closed Chili's. This is the level of adulthood that I'm in.
Yeah. We've reached peak adulthood.
We've reached peak adulthood. We closed down the Chili's on a Tuesday night. So funny. And she wasn't even our waitress that time. Like the second time. She was the one, she was just bringing us our drinks. And she came up, she's like, "Oh my gosh, you girls are back." And we died. We're like, "Oh my gosh, you remember us."
That is so funny. And she wasn't even your waitress.
No.
That's amazing. That is peak.
So we love being recognized. I love being considered a local at a beach and at a Chili's.
Yes. Those are only the two places that I will accept.
I will also accept being recognized, being considered a local or a regular at a hockey game. I'm like, please, someone who works here, please recognize me. I know the person where I park to go to the hockey game. The valet people know me.
That's amazing.
They're like, "Oh, you're amazing. Back." I was like, "Yeah, I was just here 2 nights ago. I'm sorry." They're like, "Jess?" I'm like, "Uh-huh." Yeah. And the thing is, I'm going to another game next week. And where am I parking? That same place.
That's amazing. I love it.
So one day I'll get the people at the arena to recognize me and like be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just here.
I'm just a regular.
I'm a pretty girl with the long blonde hair, just like walking the arena."
Yeah. Being mysterious.
Being so mysterious. Are you kidding? Mysterious who?
Yeah. Couldn't be us.
Talking to everybody. I made friends with this little lady next to me in my seat. And the game, we were playing the Toronto Maple Leafs. And there was a lot of Toronto fans there. But this lady next to me, she was a Toronto fan. She was like this little old lady with white hair. And she was wearing all black. So I assumed that she was a Kings fan. But then she leaned over to me and she's like, "Are you from Toronto?" And I was like, "I'm wearing a Kings sweater, by the way." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she's like, "Oh," I was like, "Are you?" She's like, "Yes, I am." And I was like, "Oh, so you're rooting for the other team?" She's like, "Yes." And she's like, "You're a Kings fan?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I think your team's doing better than ours this season." I'm like, "I think so too." But she's like, "It's okay. We're not going to have any beef."
Oh,
I was like, "No, we're going to have a great time. This is going to be a great game." It was so
That's
sweet.
so fun. I love that.
It was a lot of fun. I feel like I annoyed her, though, because I was loud.
Well, you're at a hockey game, so.
I'm at a hockey game. I did feel bad for her. I was like, "I really hope your hearing aids aren't on all the way."
All the way turned up.
Because your girl's loud. By myself, just screaming.
That's
Anyways,
so funny.
that's it. I won't go into another hockey tangent. We've already done that on this podcast, so. Do you want to hear about a movie that I watched?
I really do.
Okay, here's the thing, Becca. I'm doing a different movie than what I told you I was going to do.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I'm going to do the original movie that I told you I was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Because I was thinking about it. And as I watched this movie the first time, I only got halfway through and I was like, "This is stupid." But I was in a really bad mood that day too. And so I was like thinking through it and looking through my notes again. And I was like, "No, actually, I think this is actually perfect for the podcast." So I finished it.
Oh, okay.
And it is perfect for the podcast. I was just in a bad mood that
I'm
day.
stoked.
So the movie that I'm telling you guys about is a new movie on Amazon Prime. It just came out literal weeks ago, and it is called Pretty Lethal. It is campy. It is not taking itself very seriously. And I'm so glad for it because
Oh
there's
my
no way in
gosh.
hell you could take this movie seriously. I will say it. Uma Thurman is in this movie, and she plays a pretty important role. Maddie Ziegler, who is that little dancer girl that was on Dance Moms, and also was like Sia's little music video protege for a long time, was in all of Sia's music videos. She is the star of this movie.
Oh, okay.
So obviously you can tell this is a dance movie. And this movie, it starts like a ballet drama. It almost starts like a step up ballet situation.
Okay,
Where it's like
got it.
the girl from the wrong side of the tracks, who is Maddie's character, and Maddie's character's name is Bones. By the way, I was like, where do these names come from? She's like from the wrong side of the tracks in LA, and like she's so poor, and like she has all these piercings in her ears and a septum ring, and she's just like can't be understood, but I'm just so talented in the ballet field, and you know, like exactly.
Yeah.
She shows up to this like private dance studio school thing with all these ballerinas, and there are 5 girls in this little ballet troupe. So there's Bones, there's a girl named Princess.
Okay. All right.
Who is the actress from All the Boys I've Loved Before. Guess what? Bones and Princess have beef. Like, I didn't have beef with a little white-haired lady, but Bones and Princess do. And then there's 3 other characters who I don't know their names. They have names, don't know them. There's 2 sisters that are in this troupe. One of them's like overprotective. The other sister is the little girl from A Quiet Place.
Oh,
the hearing
okay.
impaired girl. And she is there. She is actually hearing impaired in real life. So she's a hearing impaired actress. So she is hearing impaired in this movie as well. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, by looking at the people they have in this movie, like, I was thinking, oh, this is going to be like good.
Oh.
Because I knew Uma Thurman was in this. And then this other girl who is from The Quiet Place, and she's so good in The Quiet Place.
Yeah, she is.
And then they have this other girl who I do know her name is Gabby, I want to say. She plays the ditzy, ultra-religious girl. Okay, so we've got the girl from the wrong side of the tracks. We've got the literal princess, like her name is Princess, right? And you can tell exactly what her character is. We've got the overprotective sister and the girl who has hearing impairment. And then we've got the ditzy, hyper-religious girl.
Okay, got
And
it.
they're all a part of the dance troupe. And they are so good that they get to travel. They're going to travel to, where is it? It's not Hungary. Where is it? What's the B one?
Bulgaria?
Maybe Bulgaria. This feels terrible. Look, I have never once claimed to be a geography aficionado. They're traveling to a B country that feels like, you know, it's Hungary, Bulgaria, something like that, to go be a part of this ballet competition. And it's their dance instructor who's like, you know, taking Bones under her wing, is like, oh, don't fight with Princess. Like, you have to do what's best for you. Like, you're a star. Like, you have to keep doing blah, 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 blah. You know, the supportive dance teacher. They travel, they're flying to this competition. No parents. It's literally just the dance instructor and these 5 girls on a bus, a rickety old bus with a man who does not speak English, driving through the woods of wherever this country is. Okay, like, you know what? I have to look it up. It's going to drive me nuts. I'm so sorry. Budapest. Oh my gosh. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
So they're driving down this dirt road in this, you know, bus with this guy who doesn't speak English. Bus breaks down. In typical true horror film fashion, what do these girls do? They don't wait for help.
No, of course not. No.
Ballet instructor who is in charge of these young adults says, girls, grab your ballet gear, we're getting off the bus. And they start walking through the woods of Hungary. So they make their way down the road. It's raining. They need to find shelter. And they're like, we have to get to Budapest. There's this inn. And they get in there and, you know, there's a bunch of creepy people. Surprise, surprise. In this dark, dilapidated inn that is like very gothic inspired. And it's like very obvious that this is an inn with a nefarious purpose. Like, there are some people here who definitely are some gangsters. And they are gambling. And like the ultra religious girl's like, oh my God, I can't be in this place. It's so full of sin and da 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 da. Like, you know, like, but there's the owner of the inn. This is Uma Thurman's character. She's like a calm but very unsettling presence. She has taken a liking to these ballerinas. They all show up and they're like, super wet clothes. Bartender lady is like, they're wet, you know, like, and the creepy guy that let them in was like, oh, well, like, just change into whatever clothes you have. And the only other clothes they have, guess what, Becca, are their white
Their
ballerina tutus
Yeah.
and
Of
leotards. And so it's like, okay, like they're in these like their leotards and their big tutus, and that's the only other clothes they brought on this Bulgarian trip.
That's hilarious.
Exactly. So Uma Thurman's character comes in, sees these ballerinas, and Uma Thurman character was once a ballerina in her heyday, and so she has taken a liking to these ballerinas, and she's like got tons of respect for like the blood, sweat, and tears that they put into like their work, you know. She takes them in and she's like, yes, you guys can stay, but everything, just something feels off. Like these guys that are there are just weird. This one guy starts trying to like hit on some of the girls, and then the ballerina instructor lady gets in between them, is like, absolutely not, like, no. And then she's like, you know what, I don't like this, like this feels weird. The girl with the hearing impairment, she has to go to the bathroom. They were like, where's the bathroom? And this creepy guy's like, I'll take you. And she's like, absolutely not. The instructor's like, I will take her, tell me where it's at. So she leaves the 4 other girls there. She goes up, leaves the girl in the bathroom, and she starts wandering the halls. And then as she's wandering the halls, she finds this room where Uma Thurman is in there with her 2 like henchmen, and they are torturing another man.
Oh, okay.
They rip his tongue out. This is a gory movie, by the way.
Okay.
It's a very gory movie. It's like, this movie's like if Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies met John Wick. Uma Thurman's henchmen are ripping out a guy's tongue. Ballerina instructor's like, absolutely not, we're leaving. She leaves the girl in the bathroom.
Okay.
And rushes downstairs and says, girls, we have to leave. And then this guy starts hitting on the ballerina instructor, and she's like, no. She pushes him away. And Maddie Ziegler's character is like looking from afar. She's like, yeah, that's how it's done. Like, girl power. She like pushed him away. And she turns around to the girls to talk to them again, and her brains get blown out.
Oh.
And the guy has shot her in the face. And in front of the girls, in front of the students. So they're all freaking out. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? We find out that this guy is the like Hungarian mobster's son. The guy that blew the woman's brains out. And he is there at Uma's inn, and he's there to collect money, because that's how mafia works. Like, you pay us money, we protect you, type of thing.
Got it.
He's there to collect money, and this inn has been under this mob's protection since her father owned the inn.
Okay.
So it's been years and years of pain, but he's there to collect money. He's just a jackass and like thinks he can do whatever he wants, and so he just like blew this woman's brains out. And Uma's like, why did you do this? She's trying to calm everyone like the girls, because the other people are used to this at this point, right?
Yeah.
The girls are like freaking out, like their dance instructor is dead on the floor bleeding out, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And she's like, it's okay, we'll call the police, we'll you know what, we're gonna take you to our safe room.
Okay.
Which is just being locked in the basement.
Yeah.
Spoiler, right? We're going to take you to our safe room. But the girls realize that this is not right. Like, there's something wrong here.
What gave it away?
Right?
Was it your teacher's head being blown off, or being locked in a basement?
Exactly. And like, Maddie Ziegler's character tries to escape. She doesn't get very far, obviously. And then some dude hits her in the face with a shovel. Like,
jeez. Okay.
And then that's when the title of the movie pops up on the screen.
Oh
like,
my! Oh,
all that has happened before the title of the movie has popped up on the screen.
Oh my gosh!
I know. I thought so too, Becca. This is why I was like, how long is this movie? I'm not going to go into every detail.
We're knee deep in the movie. No, we're not. We've dipped our toe. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But the thing is, by this point, you get the gist of this movie. You know exactly what this movie is. You know what's going to happen. And my gosh, it just gets wild. Okay. I'm going to skip so much because there's so much that happens and so many details that you don't need to know to understand the gist of this movie. Okay. So now the girls are in their tutus. They're figuring out, we have to leave. We have to leave. We have to survive. Oh, by the way, the girl in the bathroom makes her way out, finds the son of Uma Thurman, and like starts hooking up with him.
Oh. Alrighty then.
I know. I was like, huh, okay.
What? Wow. Okay.
Hey. This movie is so unserious in the worst and best of ways.
Oh
It's
my
so
gosh.
insane. Anyways, so they have to figure out how to survive, and they're like locked in this dungeon, and they're like, Bones, of course, is the one from the other side of the track. So she is the only one
She
who
knows
really
her
knows.
stuff.
She
Yeah.
knows how to get around things because she didn't grow up in a princess household and like privileged. And she says early in the movie, she's like, ballet is a rich bitch sport and I don't belong.
Wow. Okay. Tuck the hair behind the ear, and I don't belong here.
It's giving, what's that girl's name from the Disney Channel? The one that's always like, Debbie Ryan.
Debbie Ryan.
Yes, it's giving Debbie
Yep.
Ryan. Like, it's a rich bitch sport and I don't belong.
Oh boy. Okay. Got it.
Okay. What do they use to fight back and to try to fight their way through, Becca? Their ballet training, of course, because pirouettes and point shoes are weapons.
Of course. Those shoes are pretty hard.
Yes, yes. But at one point, like the henchmen come down to kill them because Uma Thurman's like, there's no way in hell that America's not going to notice 6 missing girls. Because, like, you know, the instructor as well. And she's
Yeah.
like, you've made a mess. And they're like, well, let's find out if anyone even knows they're here. They drug the religious girl.
Oh, okay.
They give her chocolate. And the chocolate is, guess what? Shrooms. They basically find out that, like, no one knows where they're at. No one knows. They know they went to a country to do this thing, but no one knows that their bus broke down. No one knows they traveled to this inn. No one knows anything. So technically, like, their disappearance could be blamed on anything. So they send these henchmen down to kill them. And one of them has a box cutter. And at one point, Maddie Ziegler uses her point shoe and, like, pirouette kicks him in the face. And somehow this man's blade from his box cutter gets stuck in the end of her point shoe, because point shoes, the tips are wood. And so it is a point shoe with a blade.
Oh boy. Okay.
And so she's like, oh, weapon, new level unlocked. And you can imagine what happens. There's lots of high kicks and slitting of throats with this point shoe blade combination.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay. But because they were essentially trained assassins, because of their, precision and control and the strength, let's be honest, like the things that you have to do to be a prima ballerina.
Yeah.
Or as Maddie Ziegler yells at one point, I'm a prima effing ballerina.
Oh boy. Okay. Got it.
I was dying. I was like, oh my God. Anyways, they have a lot of strength, their ability to move very quickly and intentionally. They're like, yeah, the writer's like, this translates so
Yeah,
well.
we could make this work.
We could definitely make this work. So suddenly everything that they've trained for is being used in a completely different way, right? But it's funny because like Bones was the outcast and now she's the leader. So like Princess stops giving Bones crap and they start like learning to trust each other and learning to rely on each other, and like because there was issues in the group. They were all jealous of, like, the sisters fought all the time. The religious girl was judging everybody, saying like, I'm gonna pray for you, like your boobs are too big, I'm gonna pray for you, like
Girl,
He's
if
like,
that worked.
pray for me too, girl.
That worked.
This is the one case where I wish pray it away worked.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Anyways. But yeah, so now like the girls learn to like work with each other and not compete against each other. And you see this shift, you see this shift in the troupe from individual dancers to a team. It's so cheesy.
That's so funny.
This is like the ultimate team building experience. Like,
Of course.
anyway, so throughout all of this, Uma Thurman's character is just like kind of looming over everything. And you learn that she was once a ballerina, but she had a horrible accident and she is no longer a ballerina. And we don't really understand what this horrible accident was, but she has some kind of like unsettling. You can tell she's jealous or she's resentful of these girls as well. Like she's connected to them and she has respect for them, but she's also a little bit like resentful
Yeah.
of the fact that these girls get to be ballerinas and get to go compete at this thing that she would have died to compete at in her younger years. Basically, it gets to this point where they're getting more and more insane. Maddie Ziegler's character gets captured at one point. I have to tell you about this part. She gets captured, and there is a torturer guy who was there who was dismantling the instructor's body at one point.
Oh.
He was like the Terminator that she called to bring in to terminate and like get rid of the bodies.
Okay.
And he is there torturing her because all the girls have escaped. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. There is one scene, I do have to tell you about this one scene before this happens, where they're all in the like ballroom. They've escaped their separate rooms and their ties and all this stuff, and they're all in the ballroom together, and there's like a ton of these henchmen because Uma Thurman has called the dad of Mobster Boy and been like, if you ever want to see your son again, you yourself will show up here, because he has never come to the inn.
Oh.
And she's like, you yourself will come and save your son. So mob boss comes, brings all of his henchmen, and they're all in this ballroom thing, the main room of the inn. And the girls are like, there's only one way for us to fight them, and it is the Nutcracker Ballet.
Oh my gosh.
And they start doing their routine with like razors with their ballet tape taped between their fingers and in their toe, like hammers. Someone found an axe at one point, and they're like, as they're swooping and dun 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 dun.
Oh my god.
Like just slice, smash, smash. And then dun 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 dun, and they're all like in the like. There's a point. Oh my gosh, Becca! Some of the shots that they do. There's a point at one point where like they follow a henchman as he's fallen on the ground and like dead, and then you just see the point shoes go across the screen. Anyways, the girls defeat the henchmen. Most of the girls escape except for Maddie Ziegler. She gets caught at the last minute and she gets tied up and she's being tortured while Uma Thurman is telling her the story of what actually happened. She has a fake leg. She lost her leg because when she was young, her father, the original owner of this inn, made some bad deals and owed a lot of people some money. And he figured that the worst that would happen is that they would kill him. And it would be fine because he had set up his daughter to be taken care of with this inn, and trusted that she was going to be a star. She was going to be fine because she was going to be a famous ballerina. No, the mobster decided the best way to reclaim what money was owed was by taking Uma's leg.
That's horrible. And it makes no sense.
It makes no sense. To punish the father, he took his daughter's leg, which also she has in formaldehyde in her basement.
Wait, she has what?
You heard that correctly. She has her from shin down in a point shoe in a jar in her basement.
What?
Yeah, she kept her leg. She kept her point shoed leg. So I'm like, that leads me to so many questions of like, at what point did this man take her leg? Or did it did it happen while she was like dancing? Did it happen while she was performing? Or did it happen in her sleep and then she was like so sad about it that she just put her leg into tights and into point shoe and into point position?
Oh my gosh.
In order to keep this leg in a jar in her basement.
What the heck? Okay.
Anyways. And as you can guess, the mobster that took her foot was this boy's dad, was the dad that she was having come. So anyway, she's finding all this out. She's like, I'm going to do one final performance. She has put C4 all over the building. She's going to blow the building to smithereens with this mobster in. And she's like getting dressed, Uma, while Maddie Ziegler is tied up in her like prima ballerina costume and like painting her face like the old Bulgarian dancers. Like it's a very specific look that they had, I guess. And she's like talking, she's going to do one final performance. And she's like, there's a moment of Uma in this like 3-way mirror thing. And the way she's dancing, because she has taken off her fake leg and now she just has like a little peg leg. And she is, the way she's standing, like kind of hobble turns around.
Oh.
But it reminded me of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang scene.
Oh.
The way she moved is like, what do you see? You people looking at me. Turning around on my music box that's wound by a key. Because her face is also painted too. So it's like,
right, yeah. They pulled from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
They really did. They truly did. You know what? It's an inspiring piece of work, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I don't blame them.
Yeah, no. It's Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That guy is terrifying. The caramels and cookies and candy, all free today.
Treacle tarts. We watch Chitty Chitty Bang Bang way too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cookies, candies, and caramels, all free today. God. So bad. Anyways.
Oh, man.
One thing I wanted to tell you about Maddie Ziegler getting tortured. At one point, the guy has taken her foot out of her point shoe. She's screaming, no, 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 like thinking like he's gonna take her foot. No, he like puts pliers on her toenail, her big toe, and like rips her toenail off. So also disgusting. Oh. But she has this moment where she's like, and then she just like leans forward into the camera and looks insane. And she's like, you thought, oh my God, you know what? Like the way that she's like, she's good at playing this like maniacal moment. Like, I mean, that's why she was in Sia's music videos, right? Like she played like an insane.
Yeah.
But she like has one of those moments in this and she's like, I lose my toenails all the time. You thought that would hurt? You know what happens? I break my toenails all the time. And you know what I do? I peel them off and I dance and I smile anyway because I'm a prima effing ballerina. And she's like screaming.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, she somehow gets out of her stuff. The girls all come back to save Bones and they get a hold of the mobster's son. And basically they make a trade. And they're like, with Uma Thurman, she's like holding a gun. She's like, give me the kid. And they're like, just let us go. Like, we understand you don't want to live. We want to dance. Like, we want to dance. We want to go perform. You can understand. Like, please understand. Like, give us, the life that you unfortunately couldn't because his dad took it from you. And da-da-da-da-da. They trade the boy, man-child, for their freedom, and she agrees to let them go. And she's like, I'll just whatever, once the guy gets here I'll blow up the building. So they barely make it out of the building in time before Uma Thurman blows up the building, clicks the little pink fuzzy button thing that she has and the building blows up with all the mobsters inside, and the girls are leaping from the 3rd-story balcony in their
of course.
in their now blood and burned and torn and tattered ballerina outfits and leaping and oh my God. And they like, land on the ground. They're like, okay, so how do we get out? They like, and there's all the henchmen's motorcycles and Bones is like, does anyone else know how to ride a motorcycle? And the hyper-religious girl knows how to ride a motorcycle. We're like, okay, she a little freak. Fun. Yeah. Okay. Bones has Princess on the back of her motorcycle. Gabby, or whatever her name was, the religious girl, has the other 2 girls on the back of her motorcycle, and have their helmets on, and they're like, like doing the little e-bike crap to bring it full circle, and they ride off to their competition in Budapest, and they make it just in time, Becca, and they get on stage and the pink background and the lights in their bloody faces and bloody ballerina outfits and perfectly perform whatever it was. I don't even know what they were performing at that point, but perfectly perform it. And then that's the movie.
What?
And I left so much out. So much out.
That is.
It was insane. It was an insane watch. I can't say I recommend it. unless you're with a group of people and you are really looking to have like a mystery science theater or whatever they call I can't remember, like where you are roasting the crap out of this movie the whole time you're watching it.
That is so funny.
That is pretty lethal. And it is a pretty lethal movie to common sense and to brain cells.
Wow. That is so funny. I don't know which part's the craziest. The fact that she has her leg in a jar in her basement.
Wild behavior.
Yeah, I don't even know where to begin with this movie. That is nuts.
Unwell. The whole movie is unwell.
Yeah. Clearly. Wowza.
But you know what? I am now perfectly situated for a benefit because I feel like I've lost some brain cells and I would like to gain some back. So can you give me some by giving me a benefit?
I have the perfect benefit for today. This guy, his name is King Randall the First. He is an influencer on Instagram. Wow, he's exploding really quickly, actually, because yesterday or earlier this week when I went to his page, when I found his page, he was at 600 something thousand. Now he's at 721,000 followers. Anyway, this guy is exploding, but he runs a nonprofit for little boys for, I would say, the age between like 4 and like 14. He's got a group of these, like, I would say close to 20 different boys that he takes out into real life situations. Like he takes them to AutoZone. This little 8-year-old boy is going to go up to the clerk and say, "Oh, my windshield wipers are broken." Like just different situations like that, where it's getting used to talking to people, like having those conversations that usually are a little bit intimidating.
Yeah,
or
scary.
Yeah, or like the gas station. I think I sent a video of them at the gas station. It is the sweetest thing because let me just play you a little clip of what he says because it is, I'm like, this is amazing.
Our wife or our daughter belong at the gas station?
No, sir.
No, they don't, right? Does our wife or our daughter belong at the gas station?
No, sir.
Who shouldn't be at the gas station?
Our wife.
Our wife and daughter should not be at the gas station. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
What cars use unleaded?
Most regular.
Most regular cars. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
All right, now premium, what cars use premium gas?
Like Mercedes-Benz.
You say it again?
Mercedes-Benz.
Sports cars, Mercedes-Benz, they use the premium unleaded. And that means this means your octane is high. You see right here it says minimum octane rating?
Yes, sir.
So that means your octane is higher for different cars that have different types of engines. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I never knew that.
I didn't either.
I was like, who's paying for the premium? They're
No,
so stupid.
literally. I know. I'm like, why aren't you paying for
Wow,
premium?
I'm such a female.
But no, it's the sweetest thing because he takes them into these real life situations that usually are really intimidating. Like he takes them to a doctor's office and like he calls these places before, obviously. And he's like, he takes this 4-year-old out to the counter and he stands with him and the 4-year-old says, "Well, my wife's back is really hurting." The
4-year-old?
Yeah. Like they just come up with these scenarios for these kids.
My wife's back is really hurting.
I know. I don't know if his name is King or Randall. There's one more example I have to share.
Yes.
Of this because I am obsessed with this page. He takes, I think, 4 boys to a restaurant. And again, he's called this place previously. And so they've kind of set up this scenario where the waiter is going to be bad at his job.
Oh.
For the boys to practice having a hard conversation with a waiter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. For instance, the waiter forgot to get silverware for their food, brought the wrong food. They had to ask for every refill. So, and then they ask for extra plates for, they're splitting something. And the waiter kind of slams the plates down on on the table. Again, he's acting.
Yeah, of course.
King Randall, again, I don't know if that's his first name or whatever.
Yeah.
But King Randall says we can kind of understand that the waiter is kind of either having a bad day or something. Like, you know, what can we do about it? They were like, well, first of all, let's address the issue of like, you know, he's not being really nice.
Yeah.
And so they call him back and they say, hey, can we speak to your manager? This little 8-year-old boy, can I speak to your manager? And the manager comes over and she's, what can I help you with? And, you know, oh, well, you know, this and this went wrong and this, and okay, well, let me go talk to him. So then the waiter comes back and he goes, hey, you know, I'm so sorry. Like, I'm just having a really bad day. My car broke down, blah, 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 just whatever. King Randall says, okay, what can we do for him right now? Like, he said he's having a bad day. What can we do for him? And all of the boys say, can we pray for you?
That's cute.
I know. And it was like so sweet. And they were like, oh, please help this guy to, you know, fix his car and that he has a better day and, you know, like all this stuff. Anyway, and it's just the sweetest thing. This page is full of these videos of these boys, and it's just a nonprofit. They have a link in their bio. You can like purchase items for the boys where it's like toiletries or toys or whatever. I am obsessed because I'm like, this is just so sweet, because who can't use that kind of knowledge and training, not even just in confidence, but like in how to live a life.
Yes.
And I love the way that he is very, very kind when he does it too.
Wow. I love this.
Like, yeah, he's a very, very sweet coach to these boys, and it's just the sweetest. I'm obsessed with it.
Boys should know basic cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Boys should know grocery shopping. Oh my gosh. This is boys should learn laundry. Boys should know how to grill. Like, so he does a ton of these things.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love
Yeah.
this. Okay, so what did you say his handle was? Because I found him under New Emerging King.
Yeah, so that is his handle, is New Emerging King. But
Okay.
in his name
King Randall
portion,
Yeah.
it says King Randall. And I don't know if that's his first name or just a nickname, but
Yeah.
their nonprofit, I guess, is called X Boys, like the letter X.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so, yeah, they've got this little Amazon page that you can buy. Like, right now they've got like gardening tools
Oh my gosh.
on there, like,
I love
you know, for them to learn how to do that stuff. Anyway, it's so sweet. I'm obsessed with this page.
I love this. We need a good, like, heartwarming moment. I really love the fact that, like, there's this new generation, or like this new school of thought, not even really new, I guess, but like just this like resurgence of like teaching boys to become men. And like actual men, not like what we think about when we think about like toxic masculinity.
Right.
I've talked about this before. There's healthy masculine, you know, divine masculine, healthy feminine, divine feminine, whatever you want to call it. And teaching that healthy masculine is so important. And I love that there are more people who are doing that. And this sounds exactly like that. Like just being a good role model of like healthy masculinity. I love that so much. That's so heartwarming. Oh,
I know. I love it so much. It's just so fun to see our generation be parents or guidance counselors or coaches or whatever the situation to these newer generation. Like, it's so fun to see how different our generation is raising kids to be. Like, I think all of us as a whole are like, we're breaking the cycle
yes.
of whatever that was.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just really interesting to see just true human values, being nice to people, for instance, you know, like teaching people to be kind, you know, like it's a thing of the past, but it is coming back and I am all for it.
Yes. I love it. Oh my gosh. I love that so much. I know we started out by talking like about like
I know
parents and but I do have a lot of respect for parents. I really do. If you made it this far,
Absolutely.
if I haven't thrown you away with my nonsense at the beginning of, you know, playing a little bit of a character, right? Like I have so I do have a lot of respect for parents, for parents who do it well, who are genuinely trying and who genuinely want to raise the next generation and want to do it differently than maybe may have happened to them, or may have seen, you know, that their parents were raised in a certain way and they were raised in a certain way and they want to do it differently. And, you know, they're raising their kids to be good humans. And that is not just raising them, you know, just raising them, but they're raising them to be good humans. It was few and far between, and now it's becoming more prevalent, which I'm so grateful for.
Yeah. But yeah,
Anyway.
I love everything that he's doing, and I'm obsessed with it. I love it so much. So anyway, go give him a follow. He's blowing up. It is, I'm not kidding. When I looked at his profile earlier this week, it was at like 600 something. And I was even shocked by that, but now it's at 700. And I'm sure by the time this goes up, it'll be even more.
Yeah, seriously. I know. I'm kind of curious about watching what this does. I'm going to follow him right now too.
But anyway, that's today's benefits.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Today has been a ride, as we always say. Is that just how we end the episodes? Today has been a ride. That is we start with welcome to the chaos, and we end with today has been a ride.
It's been a ride, people.
It's been a ride. And
It's been a ride on an e-bike on the boardwalk.
On an e-bike on the boardwalk, and then on a freaking bus that crashes in the middle of Budapest. We've been riding some sketchy vehicles this episode.
And then we actually finally learned what premium gas is for.
And we finally learned what that's for. I feel so stupid that I don't know that.
Funny.
But
I didn't know that
need
either.
to. Why would I need to know that?
I'm like, cheap, boom.
But like, people with Mercedes, like, just they really use premium? I understand this. I'm asking the wrong person. This is
I don't have a Mercedes.
A rhetorical question. Look, if you know the answer, you know what you can do is you can find us on social media and tell us. You know, we're binging with benefits on the platforms that matter. You know, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We're binging with benefits on YouTube. Yep. You can find us there. I think you could also email us if you wanted to.
Yeah. We do have an email, bingingitbenefits@gmail.com.
Yeah, so if you really wanted to tell us, if you have a lot to say about premium versus unleaded,
please educate us.
Please educate us. This is the one time I will gladly let a man mansplain to me, because I want to know.
Yeah.
But you can also share the podcast too. You know, rate, comment, review, subscribe, and share. You know, share the good news of Pretty Lethal.
Yeah.
With the world.
So funny. Yes. Very strange movie. That I can't even begin to dissect that.
So strange. It's
yeah.
I want to show you the scene of her with her toenail thing, because that
okay. Yeah.
That's the one thing you should see, I think, is I'm just like, oh, she's unhinged. I like it.
That's amazing. Okay. I love it.
This has been fun.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us, and we love you.
We do love you, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirit shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit. Binging with benefits.